Capricorn? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, I do want to apologize. I know I'm getting this out a little bit late, but it's all for good reasons. I actually ended up traveling last week to celebrate my 100K. So I was able to meet some of you out there. It was a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for your continual support, for all the love that you guys have shown me. Y'all know I fuck with you heavily. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Now, since this is a little late, we're going to backtrack a bit. This reading is going to cover just about April 15th to May 15th of this year. So let's see what's going on. Now, do keep in mind, guys, this is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Capricorn signs. Okay. For any of you who are on Instagram, you can follow me, High Vibrations 44. There, I do post daily energies, a whole bunch of stuff on astrology, and my personal shit. So if you're interested, there you go. All right. So let's see what's going on, Capricorn, in your life. What is going on for the sign of Capricorn? All right, guys, so we have your past, okay, present, and your future. Okay, guys, so the energy that you have here is a Hierophant. So this is a very powerful energy to have, because regardless of what's going on in your life, it's showing that you're on a path where you're going to be very connected to your higher self, to who you can ultimately be, who you're, to who your highest potential of a person is, that version of you that is at its highest potential. Okay, so it's like you're on the path to that. But you do need to realize that there may be something right now that you desire in your life that is not necessarily a true or honest thing. So you just have to be very, very careful right now, okay? For some of you, whether it's a job, whether it's a person, whether it's a friend, a family member, there's illusion around it. So let's see what this is about. Okay, guys. So starting with your past, the first card that you have is the King of Wands in the reverse. So this is player energy. This is promiscuity. So if it wasn't you guys juggling lovers, then maybe it was a lover that was juggling you and other people. This could also be when someone is just, they really feel like they have authority over people, but they exert that, or exude rather, that authority. Exert can work too, but that authority is exerted in a very distasteful way. So like that overbearing boss that's always like breathing over your shoulder, you just want to elbow them in their throat, that sort of energy. All right, you have the Six of Pentacles. And you have the Four of Pentacles, where by resisting doing this, or resisting from being around a person who's like this, that's where you find balance in your life. Okay, but there's a sense of you having to look at something logically. For some of you, maybe it was a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you were dealing with, or this is just the energy that you're taking where you have to cut off anything that could be detrimental. All right, you have the Tower card in the reverse as the next card for your past. So that's dodging a bullet. That's a situation that could have ended catastrophically, but it's not. Okay. You have the Page of Pentacles. So this could be you guys as a communicator. This does represent Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or it could just be something that you're trying to build. It could be something that's related to money because it's that pentacle energy. Or just something that you're really just taking your time with, where you want to know the ins and outs of it before actually taking, your first step towards it. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. So whether it's someone that you're talking to or something that you're building, things move forward in a very good way for you. If there's any sort of betrayal or any sort of harsh endings in your life, this situation helps you to get past that, all right? The last card that you guys have for your past is the Justice card in the reverse. So this could be cheating, this could be lying, this could be, somebody not getting the outcome that they wanted, especially like if it's court-wise, anything, with legal manners. So let's see why this is here. You have the Empress card in the reverse, where something happens that a person doesn't see as fair. So you fall out of that, whether it was cheating, whether it was lying, whatever this was, you fall out of it. And you have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Maybe you went back to someone from your past. Maybe there's someone that you were talking to that went back to someone from the past. So it's something that you're realizing, I just can't move forward with. So if there is something from the past trying to come back in, it's just not something that I see working for you guys. Okay. Unfortunately. Now, in your present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Ace of Cups. So this is about going into a new beginning that you're going to be very emotionally fulfilled, where you feel like your cup is overflowing with just a lot of good things, a lot of good scenarios. So let's see what's going on here, Capricorn. We have the World card. So you guys are ending a chapter as you know it, and you're going into something completely new, which is awesome. So it's like you're going to a new phase in your life, but there's conflict that you feel. It could be conflict that you feel with other people. Maybe it's just kind of like your thought process that's messing you up. Okay. But there's something here that you feel was a waste of time or effort. And it could have been because either you weren't genuinely invested in it, or maybe it's something that caused you to lose money, or maybe you just lost passion for something. But the next card that you have for your present moment in the center of this whole reading is the Temperance card in the reverse. There's something that your soul is uneasy with in your life. So what is that, Capricorn? There's something that you're going through now that just makes you uneasy, where your soul is saying this ain't it. Okay. You have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And you have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is something about reconciling with someone in the past, or something from your past that you're trying to bring back in that your soul just doesn't want for you. Okay? Your soul wants you to move. Your soul wants you to really take control of things and really take off with things. There's something in your life that wants to be built, and it's going to take off very quickly once it does. But you can't go back to the situation from the past that your soul doesn't feel good with. Okay, you have the Knight of Swords. So for some of you, there could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you're dealing with. But for a lot of you, this could just be the energy that you have right now, where it's like, I'm at point A. I know what point B looks like. I know exactly what I need to do to get there. And I'm going to literally cut out anything that can derail me from getting to that point, you know, at the pace that I want to get to it at. And the Knight of Swords is a quick moving knight. So there's something that you guys are capable of doing fast, and change that you're able to bring into your life quickly. But you have to focus on this. All right. You have the Sun card in the reverse. And you have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So for some of you, maybe you're having a difficult time moving away from an air sign, or there's something involving an air sign here where it's just blocking things for you. Okay. For others of you, there's something that you're just simply having a hard time moving away from, and that's what's going to block you. Okay, so whether it's you having to focus, or whether it's an air sign that you kind of have to move away from, you have to see something for what it is. Okay, and you have to understand that it would have held you back, and you know you have that clarity at this point. So you're not over it 100%, but you're still able to turn your back and build from this. Okay. Now, moving forward, guys, into your future, the first card that you have here is the Two of Pentacles. So really just trying to find that balance, trying to weigh out what's best for you. What is it in your life that you feel you have to drop in order to get balance? Why is this Two of Pentacles here? We have the High Priestess. So you guys are well aware, you're woke. When this card comes out, it's your gut and intuition that's going to tell you everything. When this card comes out for people, I tell them, I'm like, I don't care who the hell you're talking to. Don't take any advice that doesn't resonate within your soul. And you'll know if you feel good doing something, or if it's something that you just feel is right because mom or dad or your friend told you to. Okay. And this is going to be in regards to something that you're suppressing. Okay. It's like you're having this back and forth battle with yourself on something that you're not over. And it's like you're trying to weigh out, what do you do? And there's still like a strong desire for this. Okay. But for a lot of you, with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, either you're going to end up not talking to this person anymore, or there's something that you have to fall away from and drop in order for you to get what it is that your heart is truly desiring. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're not going to say what it is your heart's desiring. It's something that you're going to keep more to yourself. Okay. Now we have the Hanged Man. So you're asking, okay, how do we go about this? You want to take the path of the least, that has the least resistance. All right. This is someone who's chilling. This is someone who's just like, you know what? This person wants to be out. All right, let me open the door. Oh, this person wants to come in and love me. All right, let me open the door. What you have to keep in mind is if it feels too tumultuous, if it feels like you're doing too much, then it's not right. All right, and I'm not saying that there's things in life that that we don't have to fight for. I'm just saying with this situation in particular, you don't want to take that path that has resistance. You don't want to take that path where there's going to be road bumps. You don't have to. There's no need for it. You have the Four of Cups in the reverse, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So you guys are going to realize that in order to be in synchronicity with your own life and what's meant for you, that you're going to have to just chill and accept that there's something that you need to drop. or maybe there's something that you drop while you're accepting another offer, but I feel like you're unhappy to let go of whatever this is, or it was just something that just made you unhappy, you know, just in general. Okay, so the last card that we have here, guys, is the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So if you're anxious, if you were, you know, having a lot of anxiety towards something, it's surpassing, or not surpassing, it's passing you by. Okay, you're not losing that sleep anymore. You're able to breathe and chill and think straight. All right, you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and you have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So you're at peace, but it's because something didn't succeed. All right, for some of you, it could have been someone playing you love-wise, or you playing somebody love-wise, but someone just wasn't reliable. So wherever it is that this conflict is coming from, whatever it is that's troubling your soul, that's what you remove yourself from, okay? So whatever you have to do to stop being so anxious, that's what you guys do, okay? Now, let's see what's going on in regards to advice cards, and then I'll pull an oracle card for y'all. All right, what is the advice that Capricorn needs to hear right now? Let's get 3 cards of advice for my Cappies. So you guys have the Tower card, 3 of Swords, Hierophant in the reverse, Energy, Mother of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Guys, this is very clear. There's something that you have put so much time and investment in, and there's something that you feel like you should have gotten so much more out of it, but you didn't. So it could be something that makes you look petty or just pushes you to an extreme. But honestly, it's because you're just disappointed with how things worked out. So because of this disappointment, your life really changes. And you're realizing, okay, this wasn't meant to be in my world anyways. And you're also realizing that had this stayed in my world, then I just wouldn't be on the path that I'm supposed to be on. So it's really you guys just realizing that your efforts were probably being put in the wrong places. Okay? And if it's not efforts, then it's something that may have literally had you losing money. You have the King of Cups, which could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Page of Wands. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, but it's more of like a messenger. And you have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. So with you moving away from what you know isn't serving you, you have a new start that comes in, but this new start doesn't come until you drop the bullshit. Okay, whatever the bullshit is for you. For some of you, maybe it's going to be a water sign that's bullshit. Okay. But it's like you're able to really realize the truth about something. Any type of smoke screen you had in front of you, or any sort of cloudiness that you had in your mind with the situation, you know, it goes by you. So you're able to really see something for what it is. And for some of you, there's a very good offer that comes in for you that you can very much, you know, that you can really just be emotionally invested in. But just big changes coming in and you having to realize that something can't be there with you. 6 of Swords, having a difficult time moving away from someone. So maybe for some of you, it's a water sign that gets you through this, but for others of you, it's a water sign that you may need to move away from, okay? So let's see what oracle card pops up for y'all. All right. It's like 10 p.m. right now. And I'm the type of person that, like, before I wind down at night, like, I just have, like, a 3-hour process, which is, like, completely unproductive, but it's just what I do to go to sleep. And so I'm like, I want to work more, but then I'm not going to fall asleep till, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I want to wake up early so I can be back on my shit. I want these readings to start coming out on time. All right? I need to get my shit together. Life is changing, and I got to be able to change with it, so let's do it. All right, guys, let's see what pops out so I can stop talking so much shit. Okay, these two wanted to pop out. Okay. Very interesting. The energy that you have here is a rebirth card, spring equinox, but it's in the reverse, guys. There is a rebirth that life is trying to give you. You're literally in a situation where you're going through what a phoenix goes through, okay? Where you burn up and you rise from your ashes again, but your passions are being invested in the wrong places. So that's what's going to hold you back from this rebirth, from this new cycle that's trying to come in. So this time to really look at what the vision is. You guys got desert vision quest. So take a step away from everything. Your friends, your family, what you think you're supposed to do as a person, what society is trying to shove down your throat. Take a step back from religion. Take a step back from anything that gives you some sort of label that is anything other than your soul. And now with that being said, ask yourself, what is the end goal? Aside from love, aside from all this whatever cliche shit, before you die, what do you need to accomplish in your life for you to feel accomplished within yourself? Are the people around you supporting that? Are the people around you feeding you good energy to get to that? Is the job that you have right now helping you to get to that next step? What is throwing you off from the vision? And why do you choose to keep it around you? And what are you going to do to kind of figure out what it is that you want and how it is that you get there? That's really what you guys have to focus on, Capricorn. Where it's just like, you may not have forgotten what you've wanted to do in all this time, but now it's like you've gone so deep into something that has thrown you off that now it's time to readjust. Now it's time to maybe sit down and make a new plan, okay? Not saying that it's going to be a different end goal, but it's just going to be a different approach that you take to get to it. So that's what needs to be done here. And guys, like, I've been realizing it more than ever that I'm too tired to fight with myself or to fight with other people. In regards to fighting with myself, I'll do it if it, means more enlightenment with who I am as a person. But I'm at a point where I know that what's for me will always be there for me. I know who I am at the core of myself, even though I might show shadow elements of myself sometimes, because we all do it. We're all human. But even though I mess up sometimes, even though I may not be the best version of myself sometimes, I know that I have a good heart. I know what I want to do in life. I know what the end goal is. And I know that I can't control anything else other than myself. So when things don't work out for me, or when situations or people just rip themselves out of my life, or when, I feel like the ground beneath me is shaking, I trust that the universe is putting me on the track that I need to be put on. I'm trusting that what's ripped out of my life was meant to be ripped out of my life. I'm trusting that if I just stay consistent and if I have a pure heart and pure intentions, that what's meant for me will always find its way to me. Okay, so just with realizing that, we get ourselves away from a lot of pressures. Yes, you can invest your time, a lot of your time in certain things, but even if it doesn't work out, you don't want to beat yourself up. You just want to look at it as, a learned lesson, an opportunity for learning that the universe just threw at you. Okay, so what is it that you want, and what's derailing you from it, and what can get you closer to it? It's time to rework the vision, guys. That's really all it comes down to. Okay. So Capricorn, I love you guys so much. This was a very good reading. It's just a sense of you guys having to readjust your approach on something. That's really what it is. So again, guys, if you're on Instagram, High Vibrations 44, check me out. And for those of you that would like a full reading, 30-minute reading, or a quick question answer, then you can check that out on my website, highvibrationswithliz.com. Everything is in the description below. If you guys just need a question, the payment methods and all that are below, so you don't even have to go through my website if it's just for a quick question. But if you do need to book a full reading, then definitely go to the website. All right? I love you guys. Take care, and I'll be back with your May readings very soon.